Hi guys, today I thought I would show you one of our triangle beds. This one's kind of more of really cheerful bed. I wanted it to have just summer colors, lemons and purples, and it really turned out really nice. I'm really happy with it. It was just replanted this year. Before, we had mini rhododendrons all just lining it, and some of those daylilies that you see in the middle, they were there, but that was it. We had nothing else there, so we used our F-150. We tied around the trunks and we pulled out the bushes with the F-150. I would recommend doing that. You can either replant them afterwards because it pulls them up, root ball and all. I wish I had discovered that years ago on a method of how to remove bushes because it's so much quicker and a lot less digging, and it takes them out with no problem. Okay, so let me show you. Over here we do have a fence and an arbor that my husband built. It has two benches in it. It's been there quite a while. It's very sturdy. I love it. We have morning glories growing on it, but they, as you can see at the bottom, they are in pots and they're doing pretty good. Over here we have, in the front I decided, and on the sides, instead of putting perennials, I decided to do annuals. This is Super Tunia Bordeaux by Proven Winners, and it's, I think that was probably 4 plants that we put in there. They're doing fabulous. Then in the center here we have Salvia. I just cut it back. It's about July 11th. About a week ago I cut it back. I always do. I just grab it and I cut the plant, probably take 1/3 to 1/2 off of the plant. And back there you can kind of see it's starting to flush back, and it will rebloom and we'll get new blooms. So I put 9 Salvia plants in there, and I will put up the tags. That is Blue Marvel Salvia. On the edges, these are just double chrysanthemums. Oh, I'm sorry. No, double marigolds, not chrysanthemums. Apologies. I just planted some chrysanthemums, so these are double marigolds with the big heads. I am super happy with these. And then back there in the back, we have regular marigolds. I put some annuals here because this is Summer Wine 9 Bark by Proven Winners, and it will get large, and it will, I've heard they can cascade over, so I wanted to give it room to cascade in front of it. And I love that pop of burgundy color in there with the golds, some oranges. It's just kind of like a really hot color bed, and I along with the purples, it's so cheerful. Once those Salvia come back in bloom, I'm sorry I didn't get to show you them. In here we put, for our winter interest, we have the Barbary, and that is a gold Barbary. It's called Bonanza Gold Japanese Barbary. They stay small, so they're not like the large Barbary. I was so excited to see that they exist because Barbary are so hardy here. We're in zone 6B in southern New Jersey. Sorry, it's really windy here today. We have daylilies, and they were original to this bed. Those daylilies have been here at least 10 years, and they come back every year. They're doing great. They're still blooming, which is really nice. They've been blooming, I think, since June 1st. Except for the pinkish red color ones, they just started blooming probably around July 1st. So there's the gold Barbary, and then we have more of the, oh gosh, I keep wanting to say chrysanthemums, but they're not, marigolds, the double marigolds. We have some ajuga in here. It does need a little bit of weeding now that I see it close up on the screen. And we have an Akuba, and this is Gold Dust Akuba. That was kind of an experiment to see if it would survive here, because this is a full sun bed, but the fence does shade there, and it is doing wonderful. That is a deep shade plant, but it's doing fabulous. There is no scorch on it, and it loves it there. So I think a lot of the day it's protected by the fence because the sun comes up from behind this fence. Back there we have some bulbs. I think they're either lupines or they're liatris, I'm not sure which, and some crocosmia finally starting to come up. I planted a lot of crocosmia bulbs, probably about 60, and very few of them came up. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is, but I would guess it was the bulb batch I got was just not a good batch. But some of them are starting to come up back there, which is late. It's June 11th, and they have been in since probably the second week of May, and they're just coming up now. They're starting to catch up though. They're getting big quite quickly. So this is the complete design from this side. And it was kind of, like I said, an awkward shape, so I had a hard time figuring out what to do with it. I wanted something large along the fence in the back. I'm not much of a fence person, so eventually they will grow up and they'll kind of cover everything but the lattice. And we'll probably keep it trimmed about that height. And you can see the flagstone path from this. And I can I'll put down the tags in case you like any of these plants and you want to, or you have an area where you could do something like this. So these are the tags. So you can see what the perennials are in there. And like I said, the other ones are Supertunia, Bordeaux, and a double Marigold. And regular marigolds are the annuals that we have in there. All right, thanks for joining me. Have a great day.